Hi, my name is Caitlin Bale, and I'm the founder of Supporting Smiles organization. We are a mental health-based youth organization where we did our best to educate and create an understanding around mental health and surrounding topics like mental illness and just different topics. They could be fun, they could be heavy, it really doesn't matter as long as we're trying to create a more understanding of mental health and trying to lessen the stigma around mental health. Our target audience is mostly teenagers, but we could reach anyone who may need it. We try to help whoever needs help and who needs to understand their own mental health. And if we post something that can help them understand who they are and what they're feeling, it makes us feel a whole lot better. So it really doesn't matter who our target audience goes to. I started Supporting Smiles in July of 2020, and it was actually way simpler than I thought it would be whenever I was thinking about creating it. When we started Supporting Smiles, it was only just me, so I had to learn how to type up research, use Canva to make posts, and just learn how to organize things and learn how to organize and learn how to manage. And those are skills I had to learn on my own, which are skills you need if you want to create an organization. Learning how to manage different people, different groups of people is a really important skill to learn and have if you have an organization. So I think my own mental health struggles is really what inspired me to create Supporting Smiles. I think we are different from other organizations because we really strive to create that understanding and break that stigma around mental health, and we post every single day. We do this in groups. So right now we are focusing on depression and different types of depression and how to help someone if they're struggling with depression. And so that's our group right now, but we focused on personalities, different mental health disorders that you may have never heard of, and we focused on one each day. We focused on anxiety, school stress, and things to help with that. So right now we are focusing on depression, and we are going to be posting posts of how to help someone who's struggling with depression and what you could do to help them, and we'll give you tips. And what we really strive to give tips a lot and help people who are struggling. We did a group one time about toxic relationships, and there's some people who would comment and say thank you so much for posting this and helping me and giving me these tips. And that's what makes us different. We try to give us these tips while educating so we could help others who are struggling in some different ways and may have trouble saying it. I think one of the biggest challenges I faced as an organization owner and founder is finding people who are dedicated to me as the cause. So obviously if I have this really big organization that just hit 3,000 followers, I can't do it by myself. Some days I need help, and I have a lot of help from team members who are really dedicated, but I've also seen some members that I've given positions who aren't as dedicated. So it's really hard finding people who are as dedicated as me to our cause, our mission. And so it's really seeing who really wants this badly, who really wants to focus on a cause other than some other things that may be going on in their life. And so I think that's the hardest thing. If you were to ask me short-term goals and long-term goals of my organization, some short-term goals are, one, we are working on a podcast, so I'd like to get that up very soon. It's been pushed back, and so I want to work on that. I also like to start some IGTV series so we could reach other people in different ways, so they could see people face-to-face through film, and so I'd really like to work on that. I would like to work on some new topics and that we are going to be posting soon, so that is some short-term goals. Some long-term goals would probably be hitting certain follower counts, like we just hit 3,000, so maybe our next goal is 4,000, and then 5,000, and then maybe even 10,000. But the thing is that followers don't really matter. It's who you are reaching and if that is impacting someone's life. And so the more followers we get who are actual people and liking our tips, really makes me happy. So long-term goal is probably follower counts, but it's not really, I wouldn't want to call it follower counts. It would be reaching people. So more people would get to hear our mission and more people would get to get tips from us, and that would make a whole difference in someone's life. One is find other organizations that are close to your mission. When you're looking at organizations, you're definitely going to see some other organizations that definitely have your mission, but every organization is different. So if you want to create an organization, for example, based around education and medicine, there's so many organizations based on medicine, and so if you just look up medicine youth in Instagram, you would find so many, and so many you could build a model off of, which could really help. If you want to do mental health like us, you could look up other mental health organizations. We are not the only one. And next step, I would learn some skills you might need to learn. So those skills are learn how to type up a Google Doc of research, or learn how to approach someone on email. So be formal, because you want to show that you are a professional when talking with other organizations and people you might want to interview or talk to. Learn how to use a graphic design site like Canva. We use Canva. If you want to post on your organization, Instagram, you're going to want to use some type of formal graphic design website, and Canva is very easy to use. And if you're starting out by yourself, you're going to want to know that for just some resources. Also, you're going to want to learn how to talk to someone, not just on an email format, but a social media format. You're going to get so many DMs as an organization, and that's very important to know how to respond to them politely. And last tip I'd get as a resource, you want to know how to learn to use different social media platforms. So like we have TikTok, we have Instagram as our main platform, and we have Facebook, and we have a Twitter. And so basically learning on how to use those platforms, which you get as on a daily basis as a teenager, you want to learn how to use them on a professional level. Third step is to start your organization. And so that's kind of like, you have those steps in place to plan, the first two, but third is actually getting it going and executing your plan. And that's very important, and it gets a lot of courage to do. And if you can take that courage, that's amazing. And because if you actually execute your plan to making an organization, it shows that you really are passionate about a subject and that you really want to make a difference in a world of someone else's life and make an impact on a social issue surrounding our community. Thank you for watching my video, and if you ever need to reach Supporting Smiles, just look us up on Instagram and DM us, and we would be happy to answer any of your questions. If it's about running an organization, if it's about anything related to mental health, we'll answer you. So thank you. Bye.